So the whiner of the week is about something I had not heard about previously. It's a robot that is called HITCHBot. Now, maybe you never heard about this, but it's actually something that's was kind of cool and important, and unfortunately, it's something that was destroyed recently. So let me back up. HITCHBot is a hitchhiking robot that was created by researchers in Canada. It was a small group of people kind of doing this as an experiment in social science, that type of thing, made out of ordinary parts for about $1,000. So HITCHBot was designed to go hitchhiking. Let me take a little sip of water. As I mentioned, it's hot outside. All right, I'm sure that was very exciting for everyone to see. So HITCHBot, it's put by the side of the road. It's designed to be about the size of a child, so it kind of looks somewhat human, but it also looks like a robot. It has like a little LED screen on its face. It's designed to look friendly, but it is a full-fledged robot. It could talk to people. It could say, "Hi, I need to hitchhike. I'm going towards this place. Could you take me?" While inside, it could talk to people. It actually had in its database all this information from Wikipedia, so it could have a conversation with people. Really neat, innovative piece of technology. So HITCHBot had previously gone hitchhiking all over Canada. It had previously gone hitchhiking all over Germany. Same thing for the Netherlands. And it was a neat journey where people would literally, by the side of the road, notice this robot who would say, "Hey, I need a lift. Can you help me?" They'd pick up HITCHBot, put it in their cars, belt him up, drive around. HITCHBot's next mission was to go from Boston to San Francisco. This was going to be very cool, across the United States. Unfortunately, about 2 weeks in, HITCHBot is in Philadelphia and is destroyed. No one knows what really happens, but all these HITCHBot parts were found on the street. The damage is too much to really reassemble HITCHBot. It's not going to be possible. Financially, for these people who created the robot, they're not going to be able to do it. And also just the parts are too damaged to go back together. This was not a major corporation doing it. This was a bunch of people who had an idea and decided to act on it. So it really stinks that someone saw fit to destroy HITCHBot because it was a neat thing. There's all sorts of things. If you look under HITCHBot, like hitchhike and bot on the internet, you're going to see all these cool pictures of where HITCHBot was. People would take him to baseball stadiums and other things. It was a neat experiment in human nature too, seeing how we relate to a piece of technology, how we're willing to maybe get out of our comfort zones to try something new. And of course, someone destroys it, which is just shameful. Fortunately, there are some people out there who are equally outraged like me, especially in the Philadelphia area. There are people from the tech world who are saying, "We love what you're doing. Please let us help you restart this project." Now, the HITCHBot people who are in Canada have kind of said, "Look, we got to kind of calm down, think about our options, decide what we want to do next." They knew that there was always a possibility that this might happen, but obviously they had such a good track record in other countries. It's a little disappointing as an American that HITCHBot's journey ends in America. So I understand they might be looking at a couple scenarios. One would be to recreate HITCHBot, have him restart the journey to San Francisco in Philadelphia. Another idea, which might get around some of the vandalism, would be to have HITCHBot go to schools across the United States. So that might inspire more people. Because let's face it, this is like a grassroots science project, the type of thing we want to see people doing. We want to see people inspired, and we want to see how technology can interact with us in different ways. So we'll never know who did it. The HITCHBot people aren't looking to press charges. There really isn't an active investigation. And despite a hoax, there's no surveillance video of what happened. So it's my hope that perhaps we can raise some more awareness about this project. We can do more innovative things with science. But it just takes the wind out of your sails when you got all these creative people, these cool ideas, all these great things are happening. And then all of a sudden, someone just ruins it. It kind of makes you say, why should we do this? So that's the Whiner of the Week. And I didn't even explain at the beginning. The Whiner of the Week, it's a weekly award we give out, put the spotlight on something outrageous that's happening in our world. Often it's institutions, it's politicians, it's places like Whole Foods charging too much money for its takeaway items. It's someone busted for corruption. It's the Secret Service partying and getting drunk on assignments. This time we went real narrow. We went with something like HITCHBot. So I hope you've learned about it. Maybe you'll go online, just Google HITCHBot, You're going to find out a lot of interesting information about it. A lot of great stories have been done. And if you know someone who likes science, perhaps you could send them to that. So if you want to read the story that I wrote, it's on my blog. You can basically take my username, Ken Okel. It's my website. Real tricky there. Go to the blog. It's the top story that we have there. It's called the Whiner of the Week. You can look for it. And also I want to let you know, if you're on that site, goofing around, wanting to maybe learn a little bit more about me, I have a free giveaway, 7 secrets of things that are costing you cash, communication mistakes. It's a special report. It makes a lot more sense than what I just said. You can download it if you sign up for my newsletter, The Edge. No cheesy solicitation or passing on of information. These are tips that I've given to people over the years, and eventually I realized, why don't I put in a special report instead of giving it to people all the time? So that is the Whiner of the Week. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back with you very soon. Thank you so much, Periscope people. Bye-bye.